Hey guys, it's Alyssa. This is Back to Basics number 4. We're going to talk about CARES funding and then we're going to go over what's happening in the county. So I'm going to go through this very, very quickly. CARES funding comes from the federal government. That money came to the state only as a way to make it easier for the state to get the money to the counties, but they didn't distribute it to the counties. In fact, it's being held hostage. Not for all the counties, of course, not Governor Newsom's favorite counties, but counties like ours, Shasta, it's still being withheld and it's being used as a carrot for us to stay in compliance to receive that money. What does that money go towards? Well, it's a smaller amount of money and it's going to go towards things like the auxiliary hospital that we never used. Now, the county also likes to tell you, what about the rest of our state funding? Well, they're bringing that up because we're a welfare county. Most of our money comes from the state via grants, right? You can find this easily in the budget. And so they want you to think that this is a Solomon's wisdom sort of issue. How are we going to feed the women and children and infants, right? Where's that money really going? What programs is it really funding? And are we really at risk of losing any of those grants? I think these are really important questions to ask. Is your business going to be provided for with this money? Is your mortgage going to be paid for with this money? How are they going to compensate you for your job lost with this money? I would love to hear them answer those questions. So those are some ideas, some things you can talk about. Now, I want to move from CARES funding and general funding into the things that have happened in this county in the this county and neighboring counties in the last 48 hours. The city of Chico voted 5-2 to begin citing citizens at $100 for a first offense for not wearing a mask in public. Second, LA Mayor Garcetti said that he's going to begin shutting off water and power to large group gatherings. Bullet point number 3, Shasta County schools, which are not on the watch list. You have complied all summer. You've been so good wearing your mask so your students can go to school. Well, too bad they're going to be doing distance learning anyway because nobody wants to take on the liability. Last, Shasta County Superior Court judges decided to go on Facebook and make a video saying things like, buckle up, follow the speed limit, and wear a mask. It's the law. Whoa! Since when is wearing a mask the law? This is coming from our judges. They say things like, be a good example, wear a mask, whatever, that's fine. But then they go ahead and say, even if there's a slight possibility to save a life, you should be wearing a mask. Well, that's your opinion, sir, ma'am. That is not a fact. And we can see that there's a lot of competing science on that. Here's my thing. If we begin to lose our impartial justice system, we are going to lose everything. This impartial justice that we ought to have, meaning no matter how rich you are, how poor you are, no matter where you come from in life, you can be judged the same because it's based on the law, which we talked about 2 videos ago. You guys, you don't take it from me. Go sit down with a trusted friend. Go have some coffee. Start getting reflective on these issues because they are going to affect you directly. If they haven't already, they will very soon. I encourage you to come to the Board of Supervisors meeting. It's this upcoming Tuesday, the 11th at 6 p.m. That's right. It's in the evening. Come ask these questions. Tell them you do not comply if you do not comply or where your line in the sand is. This is the time. I'm going to leave it at that. I hope you guys have a great night. See you tomorrow.